हेलो नमस्ते, मैं हूं डॉक्टर सौरभ एंड वेलकम टू साइंशिया ब्रेनरी। आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू माइट हैव हर्ड अबाउट द सीवीड्स, और जिसको हम मैराइन एल्गी के नाम से भी जानते हैं। मैराइन एल्गी और सीवीड्स, ठीक है। सो रिसेंटली व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? तो रिसेंटली इट हैज बीन सीन दैट जो सीवीड्स हैं और जो मैराइन एल्गी हैं, दिस सीवीड्स और मैराइन एल्गी, दे आर गेनिंग द considerable importance in the recent times due to their cosmopolitan distribution, renewable nature, and other wide range of applications. So, in this context, the marine biologists, they have identified the two new species of the red algae or the red seaweed at the Indian coast. So, in this lecture, we will see that what are the applications or what are the benefits of these two new identified species, and what are their applications in the food industry, in the health sector, and what are their economical benefits and the prospects of their cultivation in the India. Okay, so you can relate this topic with your environment, biodiversity, and conservation. So let's start the discussion. So as you can see here, that the scientist or the marine biologist from the Central University of the Punjab, Bhatinda, they have identified the two new species of the red algae in the west and southeast Indian coast. Okay, and these two new species are, they belong to the genus Hypnea. Hypnea is the genus which comprises the species of the red algae. Okay, so you can see that there are two new species of this red algae or the seaweeds. Okay, they have been identified at the Indian coast. Okay, by the marine biologist from the Central University of the Punjab, Bhatinda, and they have named these two species. One is, and they both belong to the Hypnea genus. Okay, so they have named this species. One is Hypnea indica. Indica means as a tribute to India. Okay, Hypnea indica, and other species is Hypnea bullata. Hypnea bullata means because जो this species, it has the blister like marks on its body which are called as bullet. Okay, so that's why it is named as Hypnea bullata, and other as a tribute to India, Hypnea indica. Okay, so Hypnea, you remember this, that Hypnea, that is the genus which comprises the seaweed species. Okay, and Hypnea genus, it mostly comprises the red seaweed species or the red algae species. The red algae species, you can say, they come under the genus Hypnea. Okay, and you can see that the red algae species है और जो red algae seaweeds है, they are red due to the presence of a pigment which is known as phycoerythrin. Okay, so you remember the name of this pigment, that red algae or the red seaweeds, they are the red due to the presence of the pigment which is known as phycoerythrin. Okay, so in generally you see that seaweeds, they belong to generally three taxonomical groups. Okay, if you see, one is with the three seaweed species which belong to the taxonomic group Chlorophyta, means which comprises the green algae. Okay, green algae species, and chlorophyll pigment is found in this type of algae. And another group is Rhodophyta, which comprises the red algae species which have phycoerythrin pigment. And another one is Ochrophyta, and they contain the brown algae species. So you can say mainly red, brown, and green जो algae species, and they are the main three taxonomical groups of the algae. Although there is another one, this, that is blue green algae also there. Okay, so you can see that the taxonomical classification, if we talk about the taxonomical classification of this Hypnea genus. Okay, so you can see that this Hypnea genus, okay, Hypnea genus, which comprises the red seaweed species or the red algae species. Okay, so this genus, it comprises a total of 61 species overall globally. Okay, means there are 61 species under this Hypnea genus globally. But recently you can see that two new species have been found, that is Hypnea bullata and Hypnea indica. So we can say that now the total species under the genus Hypnea, they are now 63. Okay, and out of this, the out of 61, you can say that 10 species, they are found in India. So you can say that total number of species of Hypnea in India, they are now with 12. Okay, because the two new species have been identified. Okay, so where these species have been found, actually these species, you can see that if we talk about the Hypnea indica, so it has been discovered in the mainly southern parts, means you can see that Kanyakumari in the Tamil Nadu, and Somnath Pathan and Shivrajpur in the Gujarat. Okay, the Hypnea indica. And if you talk about Hypnea bullata, so it was mainly discovered in the southern parts, Kanyakumari in the Tamil Nadu, and in the island Daman and Diu island. Okay, so in the Daman and Diu island. Okay, so this is the means at the Indians, you can say that they have been found in the southeast and western Indian coast. Okay, so what the scientists did that means to roll out that to see that whether they belong to earlier identified species or they are totally new species. So what the scientists did? The scientists did the morphological and molecular means molecular and morphological classification, or you can say that they studied the morphological and molecular taxonomic analysis they did. Okay, so what the scientists did, actually they compared the all these two species, the earlier identified species. Like I told you that under the Hypnea genus there are total 61 species globally which has been reported. So what these marine biologists did, actually they compared the morphological characteristics of these two new species with the all the 61 species which have been identified earlier morphologically also, and then they did the molecular analysis also, means they compared the these sequences of the DNA sequences of these two new identified species with the earlier identified 61 species. So after the molecular and you can say the molecular analysis that is which was done based on the DNA sequencing, they found that these are the two new species, and so you can say that based on their distinguished characteristics. Okay, so in this way they identify, we can say that they were categorized as the two new species which were identified from the India, and that's why now in India there are total 12 species, and total tally of this red algae species is 63. Okay, and if we talk about how it is beneficial actually, so if we talk about their food industry value or industrial value, so you can see that there is one main biomolecule compound present in the red algae species, or you can say the species which belongs to the Hypnea genus, and that compound is carrageenan. Okay, carrageenan. So you remember the name of this compound. Okay, carrageenan, that is a main compound, biochemical compound, which is having the industrial value, and it is mainly found in the red algae species. Okay, and it has a major value in major application in the food industry. Okay, so you can see that these carrageenans, they are mainly the biopolymers which are used in the pharmaceutical, chemical and the food industries. Okay, actually they work as the stabilizing or gelling agents. Okay, and as you can see that these two species, Hypnea indica and Hypnea bullata, they have been found in the Indian coast. Okay, so it means there is a good scope or good prospects for the cultivation of these two species at the Indian coast, because they have the industrial value also due to the presence of this carrageenan and other beneficial pharmaceutical compounds. Okay, so you can see that the this carrageenan compound, actually it is mainly, as I told you, it is mainly used as a stabilizing or thickener agent, whether in the soups, your sauces, your puddings, or other ice creams, or other many other different food products. Okay, and they also have the carrageenan, it also has the drug delivery system, means drug delivery application regarding against the viruses. Okay, this carrageenan. Okay, then you can say that this carrageenan, actually what is this? Actually it is a galactose rich carbohydrate polymer, and which is mainly extracted from the marine red seaweed species. Okay, and these polysaccharide, actually these galactose rich carbohydrate polymer, or these polysaccharides, they mainly comprises alternating alpha and beta D-galactosyl residues. Okay, so and in the food industry, if you talk that that is K carrageenans, they are mainly widely used and for the thickening, gelling and stabilizing agent. Okay, so we can say that, as I told you, that they have the mainly stabilizing agent in the, you can say that in the various dairy products, stabilizing agents in the various dairy products, and you can say that they also provide the good texture and suspension for the food products, and they also form the gels. Okay, in the thickening of the thickening gels, thickening agents. Okay, so you can say that the red algae species, they have also other pharmaceutical properties, like they are rich in the, other than these carrageenan compounds, they are also rich in the phenols, okay, sulfate polysaccharides, fatty acids, or other pigments like phycoerythrin, like I told you, chlorophyll, and proteins and flavonoid. So you can say that these red algae species, they also have the antioxidant, antibacterial, anti-cancer, anti-obesity, antifungal properties, and anti-obesity, antivirus properties. Like I told you, they are also used as the carrageenan. It is also have the drug delivery system against the virus. Okay, so with this we can say that there is plethora of applications of the these red algae species due to the richness of you can say the compounds in these species, and they have the high economical and food industrial value. So in this case we can say that they are quite beneficial and we must conserve them. But there is a one link, as you can see that they are mainly found in the ocean areas, so they also have the effect of the climate change. So we can say that they also have the climate change link. Actually, what has been found that in these two species, the marine biologists, they found that they have the high calcareous deposits on their leaves, okay, on their body actually. So you can say that they found the high calcareous deposits on their body, and definitely if they have found the high calcareous deposits, so definitely there is a room for thought. Means we can say that definitely there is a possibility of the climate change, because the species, or you can say the species which have the high calcareous deposits, so they are more prone to damage from the ocean acidification. Okay, because the species which have the high calcareous deposits, so they are more sensitive to the damage by the ocean acidification. And you know that the ocean acidification, which is currently happening due to the effect of climate change. Okay, and it has been found that the Hypnea species, the genus species which belongs to the is Hypnea genus, or you can say the red algae species, they cannot survive in the acidic seawater, because hence the only way to, we can say that hence the only way to survive these species or to conserve these species is to reduce our atmospheric carbon dioxide level by adopting the sustainable lifestyle, or you can say we should work in harmony with the climate change, and we should reduce our greenhouse gas emissions, carbon dioxide emissions, to conserve the marine biodiversity, and definitely the economy of the countries, and to sustain the human life. So with this I would end today's lecture. I hope you might have learned something new, and if you like the video, please share, subscribe and like. So with this I would say thank you. I will say thank you. Stay happy, stay blessed and stay safe. Thank you.